On the Build Show today, we're talking about the best roof assembly ever. That is a bold statement, isn't it? This is a Best of Build Show. Jordan Smith is going to walk us through a project that clicks all the boxes, including a super cool Tesla solar roof and batteries. Today's Best of Build Show, the best roof ever. Let's get going.
Today we are talking about the perfect roof system, specifically a Tesla shingle roof. We were the first in America, in Texas, in this area. No, I really do think that we were the first people to integrate Tesla solar shingles with the Powerwall 3. So the Powerwall 3, when we put it in, was brand spanking new. And to be honest, there were some growing pains that we might talk about later in the episode. But overall, we're very impressed with the Tesla products. But before we get to sort of the money shot of the Tesla, I want to talk about what it takes to build a system that is able to take full advantage of a powered roof. And to do that, I'm going to do a little block building here. So these are rafters. In the primary structure, these are giant 5.5 by 18 Roseboro glulam rafters. They're spanning, well, the overhang alone is 15 foot. We've got a 15-foot cantilevered overhang over the front porch, and then it spans 30 some odd foot in the middle with a cross brace. But in general, they are beautiful real wood rafters that can take a ton of load and just look great while they're doing it. In the house, they're Doug fir. In the Monarch room, which is a little bit different, we went with Doug fir as well, but it's not a glulam, it is a 2x12. So both Doug fir, but one's a little more humble in the Monarch room, which is sort of the mud room. It's just a little brought down, more closely spaced, just a little more humble. And then in the great room, it opens up to these giant rafters. On top of those, we have clear Douglas fir that is structural. This is our structural roof deck, and it's our finished ceiling. So if you look up on the main house, you'll see this beautiful clear Doug fir structure that is also the ceiling. So you see the structure as the ceiling, and it's acting as the roof. We don't have multiple layers of ugly material up there. It's all just really great material. Great thing about this is Doug fir is not that expensive, but to get it in clear, you're going to be spending quite a bit of money. We went with solid clear on this build. If I was to do it over again, there's other products like Rainier Plank that, and none of this is sponsored at this time anyway. Rainier, if you're seeing and you want to throw money, great. But we like Rainier. It's a solid Doug fir backer, and then on the front, it's clear Doug fir that's just super high quality because it's just a thin veneer that you see. So you get the structure from the lower grade behind and the look from the higher grade on just the face. To do completely clear like this, it's incredibly expensive. This is like $80,000 just for the ceiling roof structure for Monarch wood. So not a cheap option, but it looks great, and it's just so cool to see the structure. On top of that, we did do a quick asphalt, just a builder paper on top of this, just to keep water out while we were building the rest of it. So it doesn't really do anything. It's, you know, it's not our main limiter on vapor in there. So it sits in there and it doesn't really do anything once the house is built. In fact, we don't want it to do anything once the house is built, but it did help shed some water while we were building it. On top of that, then, we have our, no, did it backwards. On top of that, we have our insulation. I'm showing foam here. It's not really foam, it's rock wool, but I couldn't find any rock wool laying around as I was digging through the garage in here. But we have our insulation on the exterior of our structure. So our structure is exposed, and then we're insulating on top. We did a very narrow insulation cavity because we wanted this roof to look very sleek and slim up on top. I know in Mountain Modern, we just designed one of those up in Montana, and people like those big, heavy, thick roofs that you're able to put all the insulation in. You can also get there, in Texas especially, with a thinner roof. And to my eye, it just looks a little bit more weighted and balanced instead of just this big, heavy roof on top. And then on top of that, we put our sheathing. So yes, we are doing double duty. This is acting as our structure, so technically we don't need this decking, except for Tesla requires you to have decking directly under their shingles. So if you do this system, just know that you're sort of double paying because you have to have some sort of a sheathing roof decking for the shingles to go directly on top of. Again, not that expensive when you're talking about this level of build.